Hello, this is the Radio Geek from Radio Geek Blades, and today for you I've got a bit of an update. I was able to meet Stan from Stan's Cutlery Universe, or Collector's Universe as his sticker says, and we got together on this past Saturday, May the 3rd, and we decided to get together because I was heading up kind of northern Michigan, and I said, hey, I'm going to be up here on Saturday, you want to meet for lunch? And he said, yeah, let me check, and got back with me and said, yeah, that'll be fine. We decided on a place to meet, and we met for lunch, and we had a good lunch and a good chat, and he handed off the box of knives that is being passed around for review from whoever, whatever knife you want to review, or you can do them all, or 3 of them, 5 of them, whatever. So there's a total of 7 knives in the box, and I have a list here. It is the first one is a CRKT M16, a Hinnon Rooster, a Remington R1253, and a Sanrin Mew 1161. An Elk Ridge fillet knife, and a CRKT minimalist, I can't speak, minimalist, and a Kershaw 1446. So those are the knives that you will see here in the future being reviewed. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to review most of them. I'm not sure about the flame knife. I might just show it. I don't really use a fillet knife on a regular basis, so I really don't know to say if it's good or bad or indifferent. So, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But when I was there with Stan and met Stan, I brought him a few little trinkets, and he said, "Oh yeah, there's something in the box of knives. It's for you." And so I looked in there and I saw this buck knife box. I go, this box right here? He's like, yeah. And, you know, I'm not, I mean, I have a few buck knives, but I'm by no means any kind of an expert on buck knives. And so I was looking at it, and I looked at the label and everything, and I was just like, well, I don't know what all these numbers mean, so I'm going to have to open it up and see what it is. So, I opened it up, and look what was inside. Look at that. Would you look at that thing? Is that a thing of beauty or what? Now, when I first looked at the knife, I saw how thin it was, and it has this like burlap micarta on it, and I opened it up and I looked at it, and it's like, yeah, I don't see any numbers on this. I don't know what model this is, you know. It's just totally drawing a blank. Because of its thinness and the micarta, I didn't recognize it. And I didn't know exactly what it was. And then as later I was thinking about it, I was like, you big dummy, that was a 110. And sure enough, that's what it is. It's a buck 110, but it's a really thin one. And Stan was telling me a little story about this knife, was that he got this knife, or not this exact knife, but he got a knife just like this from Smoky Mountain Knife Works that was an exclusive to them, and he had it, like he got it like last year or something, or maybe a little longer than that. And then here recently, I think, at least that's the way I understood it, he was looking at the Buck website and he saw this knife, and he's like, oh, that looks pretty cool. It's, you know, burlap micarta and it's thin. So he ordered it, not remembering the other knife. And it wasn't even on his radar, because the other knife was supposed to be a Smoky Mountain knife exclusive. So this was right on the Buck site, I guess. And he got it in, and he's looking at it, and he's like, man, this really looks familiar. And he got his other Buck out, and he looked at it. It is exactly the same knife. He said even the label on the box was exactly the same. It's just the one knife was made a day before the other one, but everything else is the same. So he thought that was kind of strange, that it was a Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, and then a year later it appeared on the Buck website for sale there. So he had 2 of these, and he was like, well, I've got 2 of these. I know, I'll give the other one to Chris. So he gifted me this beautiful Buck 110, and I didn't have a Buck 110. So this is kind of cool. I've got a Buck 112 Slim Select, but yeah, I didn't have a 110, and I didn't even recognize this as being a 110 because it was so different. And it was so thin, and the micarta scales, and it didn't have anything on the tag that says 110, so it kind of threw me off. So this has got S45 VN blade steel, and it says Buck USA on that side. It's got a nice thumb stud there. It's pretty cool. Of course, it's got the back lock like the rest of the 110s. And yeah, let me just grab something here. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back here. I had to go grab some paper because this, I think, is the sharpest knife I've ever had in my hands. This is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. No effort at all. The thing is a shredder. Look at that. So, yes, quite impressive. And it also came with a slip too, that you can put it in and put it around your belt. So I thought that was really cool, and I was just really blown away. I couldn't get over the micarta and you know, the blade steel and how sharp it is, and just a fantastic knife, a wonderful gift. Stan, I just can't believe it. It's totally an amazing knife. I love it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and I really enjoyed meeting you and talking to you about knives and life and whatnot, and I really look forward to meeting you again, meet up again sometime. Hopefully not too far from now, not too long from now, we can get together again. But yeah, this 110 is just gorgeous and super sharp. Look at that thing, man. Thank you so much, Stan. This is really a beautiful knife, a wonderful gift. I do really appreciate it, and I appreciate being able to meet you and your friendship. So keep an eye out for these knife box videos, and we'll be doing those here shortly. And then after I get all those done, I will get a hold of, I think it's Jonathan from Pins and Pen Blades, and I think he's next on the list, and we'll make arrangements to get the knives to him. So until next time, this is the Radio Geek from Radio Geek Blades. Don't forget to go check Stan's channel out and subscribe to him. Till next time, this is the Radio Geek.